Good morning student, this is your computer class. Today we learn chapter number 6, Introduction to Microsoft PowerPoint. Firstly, I want to tell you that PowerPoint is a virtual presentation software developed by Robert Gaskins and Dennis Austin. Okay, who developed PowerPoint? Robert Gaskin and Dennis Austin in 1987. Okay, first they prepare PPT. First they created PPT in 1987. Okay, students. Now in this chapter we learn about starting Microsoft PowerPoint, creating a new presentation, changing slide layout, viewing it in a slideshow, saving a presentation, opening a presentation, exiting Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, let's begin. Presentation tool is one of your most powerful tools for communicating ideas and information about a topic in a systematic manner. You can place your content into a series of slides that are projected to an audience, printed and distributed as handouts, or published online using different file formats. Okay, a presentation is a valuable tool for teaching, sharing, and learning. A teacher uses it to teach a lesson, illustrate an event in history, at a present teacher conference, helping parents understand the latest teaching methods. Got it? Now starting Microsoft PowerPoint 2010. Microsoft PowerPoint 2010 is a part of the Microsoft Office suite. It is the most commonly used presentation software. To start Microsoft PowerPoint 2010, follow these steps. Step number 1, click the start button. This is the start button. Step number 2, click Microsoft Office. This is the Microsoft Office. Now Microsoft PowerPoint. This is the Microsoft PowerPoint 2010. Windows PowerPoint 2010 window will appear. This is the window of Microsoft 2010. Okay. Now components of Microsoft PowerPoint 2010. The PowerPoint application opens a blank presentation with the file name as presentation 1. The program window contains the following components. Okay. This is the components of Microsoft PowerPoint 2010. These all are components. Okay. This shows PowerPoint icon P. Display the commands to move, size and close the program window. And this icon shows the quick access toolbar, displays the save, undo and redo buttons. Okay. And this is the tabs. Displays an associated set of commands. And this is the title bar, displays the name of the software application and the name of the file current in use. It has maximize, minimize and close button. This is minimize button, this is maximize button and this is close button. Okay, the close button. Close the active workbook or exit PowerPoint. Now maximize button adjusts the size of the window. Now minimize button temporarily hides the program window. Okay. Now ribbon. This is ribbon, commands for working with your presentation content, and this question mark Microsoft PowerPoint help button. Okay, display the PowerPoint help window to find information, and this shows the zoom level button and the zoom slider. Changes the magnification or adjusts the display of window content. Okay, and this shows the status bar. Appears at the bottom of the window. It displays the serial number of the slides, total number of slides, default language, view, zoom percentage and so on. Okay. Now this shows the slide pane. Placed on the right side of the window, you can edit your text. It is separated from the left pane by the vertical splitter bar. It can be resized by dragging its top or right border. Okay, and this is the notes pane. Notes pane displays the notes created by the speaker for the content in the slide pane. It appears below the slide pane. Okay, and these all three are dialog box launcher related but less common commands that are not represented as buttons in a group. And this is a file tab. File tab commands related to managing PowerPoint presentation gathered together in the backstage view. Okay, this is the file tab. And this is the outline tab. Display the text content of each slide. You can edit your text directly from the outline view. Okay, and this is the slide tabs. Allows you to view and work with the slide miniatures called thumbnails. You can add, delete, duplicate and rearrange slides in the slide tabs. Okay, got it student? These are now no more. You can change the location of the quick access toolbar. You can modify it to include any command that you frequently use. Okay, the groups on the ribbon changes depending on the width of the program window. The home tab is active by default. Okay, a presentation is saved as a file. Microsoft PowerPoint 2010 is saved with the .pptx file extension. This is important, underline this. The status bar displays information about the current presentation. Status bar displays. Okay, at the right end of the status bar are the view shortcuts toolbar, the zoom level button, the zoom slider and the fit slide to current windows button. These tools provide you with convenient methods for adjusting the display of presentation context. Okay student, now zooming in a slide makes it appears larger on screen. Zooming out a slide makes it appear small. Okay, after you have zoomed in or out, use the fit slide to current window button on the status bar to refit the slide to the program window. Okay, now creating a new presentation. To create a new presentation, follow these steps. Step 1, click the file tab. Now step 2, in the backstage view, click new. In step 3, select blank presentation under the available templates and themes section. Click the create button. A new blank presentation appears with the title slide layout in the PowerPoint window. Okay, this is creating a new blank presentation. Okay, this is the blank presentation. Alternatively, you can also create a new presentation form under available templates and themes. Themes, choose a template or from the office.com templates. These all are the themes. Creating a new presentation using themes, creating a new presentation using office.com templates. These are templates and these are themes. This will help you save time designing the layout, colors, scheme, etc. Now no more. A template is a pre-designed presentation that includes custom formatting and designs. Now keyword shortcut. To create a new document, press Ctrl+N. Got it student? Now slide basics. A presentation is a collection of slides that consist of information on a topic. You can imagine it like a notebook and slides as pages in a notebook. Understood? Now slides. Slide contains placeholders, an area on the slide that is enclosed by dotted borders. Placeholder can consist text, images, graphics, videos or babblings or charts. Some placeholders have placeholder text. This text indicates the text area and you replace it with your own text while working on a presentation. You can also find the thumbnail size icons that represent specific commands such as insert picture, insert chart and insert clip art. Okay, this is the placeholder and this is the create table. Insert picture from the file and this shows the clip art. Insert media clip, insert smart art graphic, then this shows the insert chart and placeholder text. Got it? Now come on inserting text. Every slide has one or more placeholders where you can insert text. Type a title in the placeholder label. Click to add title. This is the click to add title. Click to add subtitle. Text to click to add text. Placeholder grow and shrink to accommodate any text that you enter. Got it, student? Now selecting text. You can select the text using the following shortcut. These all are the shortcuts. To select a bird, double click the bird. To select a line or sentence, triple click the line or sentence. To select all the text on the slide, click the slide icon on the outline tab or overview pane. To select all the text in the textbook, press Ctrl+A. Got it? Now saving a presentation. To save a presentation, follow these steps. Step number 1, click the file tab. Step number 2, in the backstage view, select the save as option. If you are saving the file for the first time, the save as dialog box appear. Okay, this save as dialog box will appear. Got it? Now step number 3, type the file name. Step number 4, click save. The file will be saved with .pptx file extension. Got it? Now no more. If you click the save option to save a document for the first time, it will open the save as dialog box. If you have already saved the file, you can click the save button. Okay, now keyboard shortcut to save a presentation, press Ctrl+S. Got it, student? And next topic I will provide you in next video. Okay, thank you, student. Stay home and stay safe.